It's another Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I'm Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I never do this alone. I have the ladies in the building. Obia Julu, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing and grateful.
Your hair is just very nice.
Thank you.
It looks really pretty.
That's my hairstyle, really. That's the real thing for me.
So how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm excited because today I'm starting my NLP training, which is going to be lasting for 7 days.
It starts on Mondays.
Yeah. You can start anytime. It depends on the course you're doing. So I'm starting mine today, and it's one of the techniques I will be using in my life coaching. So I'm really excited about it.
Fantastic.
I'm still working towards fulfilling my 50 free sessions of life coaching. I've done 35 sessions already, and I just have 15. Thank you. Left. Let me coach you now.
Anyway.
You know me, I learned from the streets. Yeah, I've been coaching people all my life as well. So,
Any plans for the weekend?
but maybe.
Yeah, so I'm going to be in class all through. Today, tomorrow, next month. I'm in school. So I've shipped off the kids. Elga has resumed. I'm going to be with him, honeymoon, while you go to school.
Yeah, there are lots of assignments, so I hope you know that.
I know.
So this is your guy that is hanging around.
Discussing it in the makeup room this morning.
Yeah.
No, he won't disturb me. I'll concentrate.
She's on top. She's on top of her game.
Nima, Elijah, how you doing?
I'm very well, but I wanted to rant. Traffic again.
Somebody wanted me to greet you. I can't even remember the person. I said, I love it. I like Elijah, my favorite.
Me, I love all the people. I've been getting a lot
I can't even remember who the person is, but I know the person
whoever
sent me
you
to
are,
you, Sha.
I love you back.
I have to deliver your message, whoever that person is. How are you?
It's good when you hear this, and a lot of times when I hear it, I kind of shy away from it. I like the way you talk. I like
Really?
I'm always very...
Because you're very articulate, you know, you're eloquent, you're articulate, and you're able to convey your message very well.
Articulate, yeah, I'm eloquent.
You're very eloquent, trust me.
Okay, well,
in the African way.
The African eloquence.
Not the only Igbo eloquence, the African
But we
eloquence.
understand her.
Most
That's
important thing is driving a message.
I hope I am. Thank God.
Good to have you.
Yeah,
Kicks, babes.
Yeah.
Yo,
I wanted to talk about, I'm leaving the rant. I wanted to talk about today's event at the shrine.
Oh, yes, so the press briefing.
The shrine had put together a kind of what would I
press
call it?
briefing.
Press briefing.
Press briefing, yeah.
That's not the word.
That's the word. Press briefing, actually. Why you mentioned it?
So
we bring the police and the concerned civil society come together, and we're just telling the government what we want concerning color.
For those people who have issues or something to say about it, I think this is the avenue to
fantastic.
To avail themselves.
And I'm happy that the government is doing something about it in the papers.
Very important.
Madam Kicks, how you doing?
I'm well. I'm good.
I like the red and black combo today.
Thank you. You know, I've been trying to be funky. You know.
We yabbed her this morning.
Yeah, because they've been telling me like, yeah, I don't know why you cannot do shakara.
No shakara.
So this one I said, okay, don't worry. Today you're not there. They insulted you and they said that's the reason why we are very gummy. Because we don't Rita.
Because I heard somebody say yesterday, I'm the girl next door.
Yeah,
who is the girl next
you people will not go out. How can you people be fine just ordinarily and just be inside?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm not doing anything. So today she said she will start coaching me anyway.
Nice.
But I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful to be here. And I want to use this opportunity. I missed you guys too. I traveled and I went for a conference.
You travel like every week. Like the fact that you come here is a surprise. You come you're on the air like every second, you know, like, oh, I'm in Dubai.
That's a good thing. I think you're busy. And at least something is coming in one way or the other.
Seychelles, like, goodness,
she was
that's a
giving me the
vacation.
story.
That's a
good. It's a conference. It's a conference. And after that, we travel to other places. But Seychelles is a very beautiful place. For the first time that I would say in 2 decades I've been traveling, I'm not waking up to go to any mall.
To shop.
There's no mall, nothing, only small shops. And it's relating to the nature over there, their lifestyle and everything.
You get to do
very calm, oh gosh. I had to ask myself that, why am I in Nigeria? Why did my friend give birth to me here?
Yeah, I heard. Somebody too I know that traveled said that Seychelles is so beautiful. We have to go there.
Gosh.
Nice, cool.
Tell us something about being the girl next door.
Being the girl next door is understanding that, listen, there's a time and season for everything. Okay. You see, this is my season for taking care of the kids. This is my season for, I didn't sleep since 2:30. I've been up all night. I came this morning for the show. Now I had bags under my eyes. Somebody say, oh, you had bags, but hey, it's the season of babysitting. Whether I like it or not, I will have bags, and I will embrace the bags. So I'm the girl next door. So there's a time and season for everything. So I'm at the wifey season. I'm in mommy season.
Yeah, enjoy it. Life itself, everything is seasonal.
Exactly.
So
don't mind
celebrity A lot of times.
I do what?
I don't understand.
She's a royal celebrity a lot of times.
Anyway, before
the banter was about her being the girl next door, how she dressed. No, it wasn't banter. It was
we talked about it.
Middle of the conference, and I disagreed from whom I was like.
Okay, we'll take it another topic another day. Yes.
Before I forget, I want to use this medium, this platform, to wish one of my girlfriends. She's one of those people that you need in your corner. Didi Akiyelori. Yesterday was her birthday.
Happy birthday,
I wish her happy belated birthday. I love you. Watching. Yeah, she's actually watching today. So she told me that don't worry, while I'm at work, I'm going to tune in.
Fantastic. Happy birthday,
Thank you for being there and all of that.
I have a message from somebody for the ladies of you. It's unfortunate that all of you are not complete today, but somebody for Dr. Odeyemi. Do you remember him? He was a herbalist that came some time ago.
Yes.
He gave me a message for you people.
What is it?
He said that he doesn't like all this artificial hair people are carrying. That, you know what, just do Didi. Do Didi.
Or
that you people are carrying.
That people are carrying. I said the ladies are carrying it are not here. Mariam and Tokwe are carrying it, they're not here. Say, just remove it, or do Didi, or just cut it off.
Jesus.
And just leave your natural hair. It will give you confidence, and you look
I'm
confident. like, right. Right, Grandpa. Grandpa, thank you so much for the advice.
Ponytail, so that's fine.
Thank you so much for the advice. We will consider it. All right, today's Friday. We have our funny videos today. So over the week, we bumped into some funny pictures. Take a look at this. That one looked a bit like planned something. I don't know.
Sometimes
because they work these guys like machines in China, right?
Yes. Aside from that, sometimes when they wake you up and you just wake up, the last thing you were doing is what comes to mind, and then you want to. Oh God.
Or sometimes when you have horrible bosses and you just say that the person is around, you just have to
the guy looked like he was so upset at the person who called like
how dare you
do this to me. Watch another one. This one got me cracking up. The one about the lady. Yeah, let me see this one. This cracked me up like so bad. Ay!
The joke is on her. The joke is on her.
If you want to die, don't die here.
This one backfired.
It just got wrong.
It went wrong.
Oh man, that was crazy. That was crazy. I don't know if we have another one. I think that's the last one we have. Let's go to a break now. When we come back, we'll go through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Yes, we're going to start with The Nation this morning. NJC advises Buhari to okay Tankub Muhammad for CJN. Court nullifies sale of 9 Mobile to teleology. Defense chief explains military's role in polls. Government kill Akure Anglican Church Bursa. Nigeria's debt rise to 24.3 trillion. This major headline, I read that story. Who has a story? The NJC had sent a recommendation to the president concerning the Chief Justice. And the president is considering their recommendations. And Nation was able to give us a few bullet points what the president is considering. Number one, does the Nigerian National Judicial Council's conclusion amount to Onoge's indictment? So are they saying we have accepted what happened and we're asking you to give a soft landing? He wants us to be sure on that. That's the first sentence. Number two, should the president accept NJC's soft landing decision to retire suspended CGN Onoge with full benefits? And should Onoge be retired without benefits? So these are the things our president is considering.
One of the recommendations was that should give him a soft landing and let him shortly retire with his entire benefits. And people have been, the wahala over, the discussion over around town has been how, what, if the allegations are true. I have said it, try and stay away from the issues. What the NJC is considering, of course, is the number of allegations brought before them by that petition. And, they've looked into the propriety of, or impropriety of the appointment of the acting CJN and recommended that, he be substantiated. But the issue of giving somebody a soft landing
can suggest
encouraging.
Yes.
And you know, I've said we saw how the prosecution played their case.
Right.
But when the CJN went into defense, I was even more shocker, because I was shocked, but I was shocked when I saw the other side of the defense. I'd really like to see this play out. It's very important that, you know, for us to have proper precedence of how corruption is fought at the highest level. Well, we need to see it work out.
To Jordan, so hopefully when he gets back, he'll decide to take a decision. There's another story about the Accra.
Yes, I have the story. So some men suspected to be armed robbers. The bossa that was killed is in charge of Akure Diocese of the Church of Nigerian Anglican Church. Yeah. He was trailed. He just got back from the bank where he went to withdraw money, and then these 3 men bumped into him. He
withdrew 500,000 naira.
Yes.
Before then, I think he suspected that there was a car, an ash Toyota car following him. Yeah. So by the time they got to the church, that was when they found out that the people were armed robbers, and 2 of those armed robbers followed him into the church. You understand? One of them were outside. So while they were dragging the money from him, they collected the money, killed the man. Wow. Do you understand? Right. And people that were there also ran away for their lives and all of that.
What even got me really upset more is that the fact that he was actually sent to withdraw 500,000
naira
for retarees.
Yes.
It was their like pensions, to distribute to these people. So I mean, that is really painful. It takes you forever to get your money. You now get it, and armed robbers can't take it off. Let's move on to now the New Telegraph. EFCC, how bank wrote off 8 billion naira loan for Saraki, says Access Bank directors are beneficiaries. Entertainers resort to politics, fashion, school, real estate, restaurant to stay afloat. I wanted to read that story, but I guess I forgot. World's richest man, Jeff Bezos, agrees to $35 billion divorce. Hey, Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Why are you screaming?
Father, Lord Almighty. It is where.
The amount.
And I mean, $35 billion. We need those kind of...
divorce cases here.
Yeah, not even those, what's those things,
alimony.
Alimony that we need to have start alimony in Nigeria.
Okay, they didn't have a prenup, so...
Anyways, NSCIA accuses Khan of hypocrisy and hatred for Muslims. I really wanted to read that story too. Charges Christian body to register as political party. Madam took the story from me. Then I didn't have sex with my daughter. I only sucked her breasts. How Ethiopian Airlines nosedived several times before crash. FUT over a sex romp. Another student dies. Nigeria's total debt hits 24 trillion. And petrol ex-depot price hit 139 naira per litre. Lots and lots of stories in New Telegraph. It's unbelievable. Let's start with the breast, the one that's sucking breast. I know Nikeka has that story. Go ahead.
Yes. So this story, I think, is called Inkombe. Inkombe, Nigeria, in this country. Right. And from the story we gathered, the man has 4 children. And the wife left when they were having a lot of challenges. Definitely, they were told that the guy was struggling with ends meet. He couldn't meet up with the needs of this thing. The wife and the man were always fighting. So eventually, the wife left and left the children with the man in one room apartment. However, at some point, the man started molesting one of the children at the age of 12. And you found out that it's like manipulating your child, you know. You told your child that, you know, for your breast to be big or to be round, I need to help you suck it and all of that. At some point, he graduated into cajoling her to having sex with her, that if I pour some sperm inside of you, you become bigger and all of that.
Okay, so let's manage this.
Let me say something to you, Mo. This thing is actually happening, and it's best that we bring on a lot of times. You understand?
Yeah, we'll take another story. There's so many stories. Yeah, go ahead, please. The sugar one.
Yes. UK scientists have told us now that sugar does not improve the mood of people. You know, sometimes we have this sugar rush. If I take this sugar, I'll be okay. I'll have energy. And they're telling us that when you take sugar, most of the time, you find out that you become tired and you're not even very productive. Yeah. So this will be like a disadvantage.
You get a spike and then probably come down. Let's take the other photo story. I wanted to...
at the Federal University of Technology, there was this group sex room that went bad. 4 people, 2 died immediately. So the students are taking tramadol and a lot of drugs mixed with vodka to enhance sex. And, you know, they had a group sex, but things went bad. 2 died. 2 others were rushed to the hospital, and 1 had died now. So we have 3 dead from that incident.
Another story that caught my attention was this really sad story, actually. We need to really follow up on that. but we've talked about drugs on this show before, and we need to just keep talking about
youth,
it.
Yeah.
All right, Ethiopian Airlines nosedived. To say that, according to the black box, information gotten from the black box shows that the pilots did everything they could to actually save that plane from, because they kept nosediving and they kept forcing and trying a way to bring it back. But unfortunately, it was just really, really bad. I really want to take this 8 billion naira story, but let's move on. Who read the Jeff Bezos or the celebrity? Okay, let's move on to the Punch. Nigeria's debt hits 24 trillion, rises by 2.6 trillion in 1 year. Picture here of members of civil society protesting against the killing of innocent citizens by the Special Anti-Robbery Squad of Nigerian Police in Obalende. Driver allegedly molests 4-year-old pupil at Unilag Women's Society School. Suspected robbers kill Akure Anglican Bossa. We talked about that already. Let's take a different story. INEC fixes Rivers supplementary elections for April 13th, and I think that's the only story. Go ahead with the driver.
Okay, so this driver molested a child of 4 in that school. Initially, the father noticed that the driver was always in the class with the children. Yeah. So sometimes when the teacher is not available, it's the driver who's playing with the children. And then he complained, but then they stopped. The teacher spoke to the driver about it. He stopped coming, and after a while, he resumed. So he found out the child started complaining in the house that she couldn't pee properly, and then confided in her sister, who is 6 years old. They told the father, they took her to the hospital only for them to find out that the man had been molesting, using not just the genitals, but using biro and sticks. And then the hymen was gone to cover up the story.
Cover the story because nobody is ready to comment on it and the likes and all of that. And
but this is again, the
man called the attention of people and the school, and nobody responded to him because he was saying that how can a driver and a class teacher be that close? Do you understand? The friendship was too much.
Let's move on now to the Nigerian Tribune. Nigeria's total public debt. Talked about that already. Let's pick a few more other stories. Tobacco kills 17,000 yearly in Nigeria. FG kicks over execution of Nigerian by Saudi government. No plan to increase petrol price, says NNPC. And court orders Saraki Melaye to honor police invitation. And police dismisses cop who killed Kolade Johnson, which is great news. We hear that it's been dismissed, and the prosecution will start afterwards. This report says that 17,000 are actually dying every year from tobacco-related diseases. So there are over 370,000 children who take cigarettes, and over 4 million adults who actually consume cigarettes. And these things,
and also environmental factors as well, because we're also told that it's not just you in the act, but also the environment where people who are smoking, second smokers and all of that. So those people too are suffering from
the federal government kicks at the execution that happened in Saudi. I read the story, and they weren't exactly kicking. They were questioning the ways it happened. So
let me ask you a question, Nima, before we go further. Did you feel that the federal government did enough on this issue? Do you feel that we could have done better on this issue?
No, the Saudi government did something wrong. They should have carried our consulates there along, not at the last stage, come and take her last will, or, they should have carried, and it's important. I know they have their laws, they're a sovereign nation, and their own criminal law is separate from ours. But as soon as you have a foreigner in your country found wanting of a crime, as soon as prosecution starts, let that person have a representative.
But they said, according to the story, that they carried the consulates along.
Yes.
They said that.
It was
according to them.
According to the story, Nigeria is saying, we only got the last minute to come and take our last will.
That was it.
And at that stage, everything had been done. So maybe she could have, sometimes in law, what you see as an obvious crime can be something that the defense can quash. So no matter how tying that crime is, let her country, who would have a real interest at heart, be represented at that prosecution.
So what I was going to say also is that, do you think that these people treat us the way we treat ourselves?
Exactly.
Because if it was a U.S. citizen, there's no way they would treat the person this way.
Yes.
We give them permission to treat us
because we don't even like ourselves. From the point of arrest, prosecution, conviction, execution, we had no idea until the last moment. That's a slap on our face.
Yes, because we've been slapping ourselves too. So let's treat ourselves better.
Daily Sun. Really, I mean, our hearts go out to the woman whose family.
She's a widow with 2 children, so now they're orphans.
Really sad.
It's painful.
Daily Sun, Nigeria's debt rises to 24.4 trillion. Obviously, nobody read this story. Okay, let's move on. Lagos football fan killer cop dismissed, faces persecution. Drug trafficking, FG summons Saudi envoy over execution of Nigerian woman. I'm not sure they summoned them, but there's an ongoing meeting and conversation on this.
What's the use of that summons right now?
Let's see, there's another story. Let's move on to Vanguard. I think we've taken all the stories here. Let's pick a story that we've not taken. Unilag honors Jim Ovia, Okunu, Olukoya, others. Court voice sale of Etisalat. SDS defends militarization of election. That's the chief of defense staff for saying that they were actually, without the soldiers being appointed to those prone areas, those violence-prone areas, would have actually had worse results concerning the election. That it was important for those people to be there, to be there for the election.
Well, then the excesses of the soldiers should be checked as well.
Nigeria loses $4 billionaire.
This our debt profile that we are seeing every year. It's just recurring, and it's now 24.4 trillion.
Yes.
And we are still borrowing as it is. I think these warnings should be taken seriously. Borrowing should be deliberate towards growth.
Unfortunately, that's all we can take on the show, on this front page review. When we come back, we'll discuss trending topics. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So over the week, a Lagos socialite, Pretty Mike, tweeted on his Instagram page saying, begging is now a business with headquarters on social media.
Wow.
According to him, everyone is guilty of this one way or the other. Even the rich and famous are not exempted from this list. You can join us on this conversation on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect, please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. We have with us our guest. She's an award-winning presenter and beautiful model. Welcome with us, the beautiful and elegant Eku Edewor. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you.
Yeah, it's great.
I like the hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
Different.
African.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
High five for your hair.
We have a hair thing on the show. We always complain.
I have a hair police.
Okay.
On the show.
Did you like your hair?
Thank you.
I love braids, to be honest. I feel like I either have my hair or braids, really. Those are the two.
We'll come to that conversation a bit later. Let's go to what Pretty Mike had said concerning begging on social media. We've seen, I mean, it's almost like a business. I think it was Neiman that was warning us, I think this week or last week, saying that this thing will become a major trend. We started with, recently we saw with the little girl, who the success story, and then the person who posted is now saying, oh, I deserve some accolades, I also deserve some compensation, and she got it eventually from a pastor. But the point is that people are now using this as some way, social media, to beg, to tell people I need, because they actually do get. What are your general thoughts on this?
So I wasn't really sure what he was, I mean, in that situation that you're saying, I can see what he means by how she felt that she was, you know, she could manipulate the situation to her favor. Obviously, you do have sort of scams on Instagram or social media as well, which I find very disconcerting. It's very much like how we had all the email scams of the past, where you have people that set up fake pages and they have fake children that they say, you know, they can't feed their kids. They can't feed their kids. Literally, every time I post, I'll have at least one message from a fake account saying, oh, I need to buy Pampers, I need to buy this. And you go to the account and there's about, they have 20, very few followers.
Let me come to Bridget. Have you experienced this before? Have you seen this?
On a daily. It got worse when I got on Your View. So people now see you on TV, and the next thing you just see a message when they are liking the pictures underneath. So, but the thing for me is, I think we have the culture of begging because we have the culture of giving beggars. So because they know that when they blackmail us, blackmail our emotions, we will bring out something for them. They keep begging. So if we want to stop begging, we have to stop giving.
Oh, no, but if you stop giving, there'll be some people that actually need.
Exactly.
Then you not give.
You find that you don't give on social media. You find out those people you want to give.
Exactly. So
charity begins at home.
Let me even bring
I feel that
a different angle. Okay. You go on.
I definitely think there are people around you that you can give that need the same way a young woman might be saying that their fake child needs money. I'm sure there are people in your environment around you.
Real children.
You have relatives. I honestly believe that charity begins at home. I don't believe in, if you don't know where your money is going, at least you can ensure where your money is going if you have relatives or family members that you can actually support.
Exactly. So I'm just loving you right now. I'm a fan now. Now I'm farming you. The truth is, I experience a different angle of begging. So someone comes on my page, someone brings a brief to me and says, I need help. Help me and do this and that. You can't even afford, I'm going to do it pro bono already. You're not asking me money to settle you. You're putting the entire burden on me. Someone just comes on your page, prints their entire school bill and says, pay my school fees. The way I operate, because now I'm going to be Zakah, face of Zakat. The truth is, you must give from home. That's what my religion preaches. So you want to touch lives from within. You have family members, starting from, and it has to be, you can't have your family members in uncomfortable situations and be touching lives outside. You see poverty or you see misery right in front of you, and you travel fast so someone calls you a good name. And because you're a celebrity, people want to push you towards that thinking. They want to force you to do things, pressure you towards that way. They will come on your page, send you DMs. Some people even come on your comment page and say, I've been sending you DM, I really need to talk to you. You go on the DM and you see them. The entire problems, they're like, you don't have yours.
But Nima, let's come to, everybody has problems.
Everybody.
We all have issues.
Everybody.
Now, Pretty Mike is saying that social media is a new avenue people are using to push this. And whether we like it or not, there are some genuine cases there that need. So I would say that we should ignore the genuine cases, or we should even try to investigate and find the genuine cases and just look for people amongst us here and say, oh, and ignore them. Is that what we're saying here? Let Kike jump in.
Because of the... Okay.
All right. I agree with all of you, but I think because I'm not on social media,
you are on social media,
when I say I'm not on social media in the sense that I don't have my personal profile apart from Facebook and LinkedIn. So let me talk about LinkedIn. You realize that a lot of people now go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is supposed to be a corporate or professional platforms, right? People open fake accounts. Sometimes my uncle told me about his experience where he was chatting with some lady, right, and asking, oh, please, I would like to work in your firm, I'm in a law school, blah, 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 and all of that. Within 30 minutes, do you understand? The next, he said, hello, baby, please, can you help me? I need something. You end up, do you understand? That's one. Two, people open fake accounts on LinkedIn. You realize that it's a female profile that is there, but it's a man behind that account. That's another one. The third thing is, so what's it called? When you talk about giving from homes, you realize that sometimes our neighbors, our families abuse such rights when you give it to them. And they start by sending you early morning prayer messages to soften you up. You understand? They'll send you prayer.
You think it's the same thing?
Yeah, so let me come to you.
I think it's the same thing.
You're out there. You see all the time. How was your experience in that where people actually just assume that you have money and they want to collect money from you?
I think people assume that everybody doesn't have problems, like you said, that we don't have bills, we don't have debt, we don't have fees to pay, we don't have, staff that we have to take care of as well. We don't have family members or anybody that might need our help or attention or care. I believe that, that they are people that have verified accounts or verified pages that promote charity. Right. And I think that if you're confused of where to put that money, go there. I get messages all the time as well from young people, not even just for monetary begging, for opportunities, saying, oh, I really want to be an actor, please give me an opportunity. And I'm like, okay, that's all good and well. First of all, I don't know if I do reply, I don't know what your training background is first. Right. If you really want to be an actor, have you had any formal training? Are you reading up on it? Is this something you're interested in?
Do
you go for auditions? Have you helped yourself in any way?
Thanks for taking us there, because we're going to come back, we're going to go on a break. When we come back, we'll talk about how you started and where you are and what your plans are. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. as we tried to introduce earlier, she's a British Nigerian actress, television presenter, and a model, the beautiful actress that has brought elegance and style to the Nigerian entertainment industry. Yes, she's also an award winner. Welcome with us again, Eku Edewor. Goodness, so when we see you, we see this yellow, just like you yellow, attractive, you know.
Our set is popping this
yes, our set is popping this morning. So the fact that you are attractive, did that help you? Because people always, you see Nigerian women today want to be white and yellow because, hey, Kike is talking to, or Eku Edewor is talking to this person, I want to also do the same thing, I want to be as yellow as you guys. Yeah. Do you see that? Do you have that pressure? Did it help you get into industry? The fact that you're very attractive.
Well, I think being attractive and being on television come hand in hand. Right. So obviously, undeniably, being attractive helps. Do I think that my skin color specifically helped me? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know.
You don't want to say.
Are you trying to be modest?
No, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be modest because. Light skin privilege exists in Nigeria. You know, we know there's a preference for Eurocentric sort of things because it's to do with our history. But in our entertainment industry specifically, I don't meet any of me. I don't see me every day. Right. I don't see. I don't see. The top actresses aren't like me. Right. The top. We have amazing TV presenters, of different varieties. Right. So I ultimately believe that talent is what keeps you in an industry. I think maybe being attractive can get you in the door and definitely get people to pay attention to you.
I feel that you're saying something and telling us something else. Okay, your name is Eku Edewor and you're British.
British.
Do you understand? I agree. Yeah. So for me, I felt, based on the rumors at the time we read when you were employed on African Magic to host that show, was that, because they needed eloquence, you had to take up a Nigerian name even though you were British.
No, so what specifically happened is that because I didn't look very Nigerian, I think they felt that maybe it wouldn't be my full name is Georgina Edewor Eku Chloe. Georgina Eku Chloe Edewor Tholi. So it's a very long name. And I was using Georgina Edewor Tholi, which is very, very British sounding. It's double-barreled on Georgina. And I look very Western. So I think they didn't want to confuse an audience and, so that I would be embraced by my people. I'd be embraced by Nigeria. I was raised here. My mom's Nigerian. I've lived within Nigeria for so long. I have such an affinity for who I am. Being both Nigerian and British, they didn't want people to not see the Nigerian side.
Right. So is that the reason why you picked your mother's name?
So I know I just dropped the Tholi. I just thought Eku Edewor sounded nice and looked nice on my business card.
And looks more Nigerian.
And it looks more Nigerian. and it's EE and Eku. My grandfather gave me the name Eku, and
what does it mean?
It's the name of my town. So they used to call me Omote Eku, like, Eku girl. And my grandfather wanted to name one of us, so he named me Eku. I didn't used to appreciate it at the time because it's a very little town. And I was like, this is a very little name. It's a very...
It's a Delta State.
It's a Delta State.
That's weird because a lot of people would have an English surname. Rather keep the English surname.
Are keeping Williams.
I just rather keep the English surname.
And Thomases and all the English names.
So didn't you find it kind of weird that you actually picked the Nigerian version of your name?
I find it weird. Yeah. No, I didn't find it. I didn't find it weird.
But you find Nigerians, sticking to English names and insisting on sounding British. And
that's what they want.
Well, maybe they have the first name. Maybe they like the way it sounds. I don't know. It's a choice. It's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. And it's a stage name as well. It's not. I still
have your full name.
I still have my full name on my passport. I haven't changed. It's a stage name. Edewor Tholi didn't look as nice to me as Eku Edewor. It didn't have the same ring as Eku Tholi or Eku Edewor Tholi.
I'm more concerned how you handle body shaming because we know a lot of celebrities out there now are body shamed every day by their fans. They complain you don't have enough boobs, and then you go and do the surgery. They complain that it's artificial and all of that. How do you get a lot of those, and how do you handle it?
Well, obviously in Nigeria, thicker is the preferred shape. Even when I started, I had questions all the time about why I was so slight, why was I so skinny, and initially, like when you first start, you get a lot of negativity. Or maybe I saw a lot of negativity because I kept getting lots of Twitter questions, you know, and people would be like, well, you look like you have HIV, and all these sort of really harsh things, you know, why are you so skinny? And, you know, it's genetic, it's my, you know, it's the way we are in our family. So with me, I love the way that I am. I've always accepted the way that I am. And maybe having the opportunity to grow up in two cultures that have different body standards.
How do you respond to the body shaming? Because we have a lot of celebrities clap back and give it back
Some
to the
people
fans.
have time.
I don't clap back. I educate. Like, I educate, you know, by promoting self-love, you know, and just saying that there's no need for self-hate on a platform. Sometimes I clap back in a funny way, but I don't believe in insult and I don't believe in fighting.
Let me let you jump in here.
All right, knowing that you were born with a silver spoon, is there any NGO or how do you give back to the society?
How do I give back?
Yeah, to the society.
So the way I give back is that I personally take on young people that I train and I and give back that way. So it's something that I just started personally in a way. So one of the young girls that I worked with, Aduke, she's a model, she approached me when she was about 15 and I employed her for a year, you know, training her, paying her a salary, making sure that she could learn and also have pocket money. And because she told me she had a dream of becoming, you know, a model, and I helped her with that. So it's something that, like I've said, that I personally take on in a way that's closer to me.
Let's talk about family for a second. When we're trying to research, one second they say you're married, next second, oh, she's not married, she's in a co-parenting. Which is it?
Oh, exactly.
Well, the thing is, I don't really like to talk about my personal life because I feel like it distracts from my professional life. You know, I think that the decisions I make personally are private.
Well, we're women on the show, right?
Yes.
And what the objective, one of our objectives on this show is to show that women are strong regardless of both the home front and the career. So we would like you to just help us understand which is it. Let's know.
I'm not married.
Okay.
I'm not married.
And you're fine.
And I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wanted to talk about your, you know, how you cope. We already went there. First question would be, how do you push out social media and all the people from your private life? But you already went there. How do you cope with, you know, mothering your child, co-parenting, as you say it, because some people still find that tough. How do you do all that and balance it? And you're professionally, you're growing.
Well, it's planning. I think like anything, the same way that you approach a work day as a non-parent, where you have to prioritize. System. You have to put a support system in place. I have childcare. You know, she has her dad. I have my sister. I have my family, and I'm just very good at organizing myself. I have a schedule, a plan, and I try and stick to it as best as possible. Obviously, there are days where you fall off, and you know that's life.
Everybody
fall off, and you have
when
life.
People see someone like you, now we know you're Eku Edewor, but I'm talking about a pretty attractive young lady. There's a wrong perception that people have, like, oh, she's cheap, she's available. You know, I can try, I can test her out, I can tap her butt. You know, did you ever have that, and how did you manage it, especially in this country?
Do you know, I've never been sexually harassed in this country.
Really?
And I don't know whether that's because I'm...
I read that in our listing as
so
well.
I don't know if that's because I'm from Warrior, like I have this like vibe,
can you do the language thing?
Do what language thing?
Pidgin?
Like, Omo, don't come near me, I go just give you something or something.
I can speak that, that's not pidgin.
Let's pidgin. I'm so bad at like swapping into like, is it vernacular we call it? It's like pidgin. What should I say?
How you doing?
I did now, body day campaign.
Joss, thanks for calling. Are you there? There's a call from Joss.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Morning.
Morning, Valentine. Go ahead, you're live. Okay.
All right. So I noticed that you laid emphasis on acting a lot.
Yeah.
So, and lately you are always, you know, in TV shows presenting and all of that. So are you trying to keep up with TV shows while trying to hold on to acting?
When you say TV shows, TV presenting?
TV presenting, yeah.
Well, you know, TV presenting is my mainstay job. You know, it's the thing I was hired for first here. And I love it. I came to acting first. I was a trained actor first, and it was something I initially wanted to do, but it's not the job that I was employed for first. And you can't say no to work. And initially, and TV presenting was a skill that I acquired in, you know, working in Nigeria. But, you know, I went for the audition. I was very enthusiastic. I really trained for the, you know, I really worked hard to get the job, the audition, and I'm happy that I did. I learned on the job, and it's now a skill that I have that I can't really let go of because it pays my bills.
You're enjoying it.
It pays my bills, yeah.
Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more with Eku Edewor. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
I know she's your friend and all, but this love girl, something about it makes me just uncomfortable.
Love makes you uncomfortable? How? You want me to leave my best friend because she makes you uncomfortable?
Well, no. Well, yeah, but no, maybe, Victoria. All I'm saying is, listen, we all know what kind of life she lives, this love girl. And what makes it worse is sometimes you make excuses for her by covering up for her. Honey, look, all I'm saying is, maybe you need to find a new best friend.
That girl is my best friend. And I don't like the way you talk about her. I mean, her name is Love. L-O.
Nice. Good. Let's take a few tweets, please.
Yeah, so Dayo Ojo says, the guy is right. Begging is everywhere on social media. Even some rich and famous stylishly and skillfully beg through unsolicited adverts. Dayo here says, especially in Lagos, beggars are so everywhere, online, offline. It's ridiculous. You now seem heartless trying to ignore these ones.
Any tweets for Eku?
It's better to give. Yes, they have a tweet here.
Yes.
One of them, Gat, says, Eku Edewor, I love your hair. Right now, you look like a very deadly and poisonous Egyptian queen.
It's like
a compliment, really.
Thank you.
Eku, let's talk your work. Some celebrities really, really complain. We've had some here and had personal talks about how tough it is to make ends meet in this business that you're in. And this morning on the front pages of our newspapers, we carried one story where every celebrity have one side hustle or the other, how, this life is tough to keep. How true?
It's true.
Is that? And do you have any side hustle that you have to do?
I had a side hustle. I had to stop the side hustle because, I tried to do like beauty, going to the beauty thing, but it took so much time trying to run that business that it was now distracting from getting work in this business. Okay. I think luckily I've gotten to a point now in my career where I'm being offered lots of opportunities of the brand that I've built. So I guess my side hustle is my, the stuff that streams off it. So stuff like beauty endorsements, branding on my social media, brands paying me to endorse products. So I feel like I get streams of income from other places, and then because of the brand that I've built is around lifestyle, beauty, and all these other elements, I'm able to tap out into those things. And I also do production work as well. I do creative production for companies.
Let me take this call from Demola. Demola, are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Go ahead, please.
Morning.
Hello?
Go ahead, you're live. Demola, you're live. Go ahead, please. I think we're having problems with our phone line. When people come in from the abroad, they have one of the challenges they have is making friends here because they didn't grow up here. They don't have that. Oh, my university, my classmates,
I didn't have that challenge.
Yeah, you didn't have that challenge.
No,
so,
I went to St. Saviour's and Grange.
Oh, right.
I didn't have, so my friends are homegrown. So when I came here and I was working at my mom's restaurant, that's how I was even able to bring people in. I was calling my friends, yo, please come to mom's restaurant, so we can make money and stuff like this.
So on a lighter note, what's your best African meal?
Well, it has to be Delta. It has to be Owo and starch or starch and banga.
Oh God! Can you cook it?
I can't make. Interestingly enough, I can't make Delta soups. I can make rice and stew, okra.
Oh God!
I can make the Lagos.
You can make okra.
That's the Lagos.
You can make any.
I can even make edikaiko because I took a class.
I can make edikaiko. Trust me.
You need a lesson on banga and owo.
Yeah, so
I did a class. Granite soup for you.
But and granite soup. Thank you. These are all my favorite soups that you guys are shouting out now, even. But no, honestly, those are my favorite soups.
Let me ask about your dream family. Do you Do you want that? Are you one of those westernized minds, like, you know what, I'm me, I got my kid, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm all right? Or are you one of those people that think, okay, I'm an African at heart. I really want that mommy, daddy, kids, family structure. Is that kind of, who's Eku?
I don't think that's I don't think that's a realistic, I don't like to say there's any sort of ideal thing for anybody. I think as people, we have qualities that are universal. And I want the same thing that everybody wants, you know, whether they're African, European, is to be in a setup that, you know, obviously where there's love. If there's no love and there's no, you know, positivity and respect and the right sort of support, then that's not the type of union that I look for.
What do you look for in the relationship? I don't want to go personal, but people see you and they think, okay, she's just so Western. But what are those qualities you look for in a man? What's that thing that's important to you? Let's just have an idea.
Let me put it in perspective. Can you, what's it called, cater to a man? You know, African women, we actually cater. This submissiveness kind of thing. No, it's very African.
Yeah, go ahead.
When in Western climes, a man does you do, it's normal.
50-50.
It's normal. But here, it's 70-30, let's not lie.
I believe that people should submit to each other. I don't believe it. I don't believe one person.
Cater, serve food.
I don't believe...
Make soups, guys coming from work.
Look, if I can organize a home, you know, if I have the better skill set to do that, no problem. If the man wants to do that, but you know, let's share roles. You know,
exactly.
You know, if I'm going to do that, what are you going to do? Let's we're a team. Let's work and balance. You know, life is all about enjoyment. Like, I'm not going to suffer through life, and I don't think my partner should suffer.
Yes, so
treat me nice, I'll treat you nice.
Respect me.
Do you understand? You know,
You've answered it all for me.
I'm a proud feminist.
Yeah.
In the industry, I mean, people, as she said earlier, a lot of young people they want to be like you. They want to be pretty. They want to be out there. They want to be sought after. They want to just do it, and they feel that because they have a pretty face, to give them that leg in. Just in 1 minute, speak to that girl, that young girl out there right now that wants to just get in because she's pretty.
So to all young women out there that want to get into entertainment, into the industry, first of all, I think you have to find out if this is a passion for you, because it's not worth it. This industry is not glamour, it's not glitz, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of dedication, it's a lot of passion. You have to have the drive for it. And if your concern is just about being pretty, you're not going to last 10 minutes. You know, you're not going to last 10 minutes. So if it's something you do want to do, study, focus it on school, look for internships, look for mentorships, read, rehearse. If you want to be an actress, find monologues, rehearse, perfect your craft. Perfect your craft. So when you are given the opportunity, and if your looks do get you in the door, don't let it be a waste of that leg in.
You finished it.
On that, that's all we can take on that segment. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I hope you can come back at some point.
I would love to come back. I feel like we didn't get to gist enough.
Yeah. Let's go on the break. When we come back, we have one more hot topic for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Your View.
That was a nice interview with Eku.
Yeah,
pretty, yellow people like your family members.
My family members.
So we've been following a story that trended over last weekend. A popular Lagos club owner threatened to publish a list of Nigerian celebrity debtors. According to him, some reality stars, musicians, slay queens, footballers, and even politicians are to be blamed for his bankruptcy. You can join the conversation on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. I think we have a video of when he was saying this. Look at this.
So good morning, everyone. Yesterday, after listening to Tiwa's cover for Kiss Daniel, put me on a thinking spree, you know. Escape had to close because we were in debt of over 120 million. And these debtors include a range of artists, your biggest stars, you know, people that you wouldn't believe owe. A lot of people, Big Brother housemates, even babes on this list, even some boys that if I catch, I go beat for streets. And they tell you, I'm not going to drop beating on. If this list don't make you drop this money, I go brush you anywhere. Why?
Well, since that video went viral last weekend, we hear that some people have started paying up. because they don't want to be brushed. But, I mean, when I saw this video, I was wondering, who could these people be? Everybody was speculating. Could it be this? Could it be that? What happened when you watched this video? I
was upset with him. Because for me, blaming others for your failures and inactions is a sign of the fact that you're not taking responsibility. No. When you're running a business, everybody knows that a business does not thrive on credit facilities. And even if you want to have credit facilities, you should already have a plan on how you intend to get the money. There are still a lot of clubs out there frequented by these celebrities that have not closed down. So he should go back and look at his books properly and ask himself, what did he not do well that he should do?
Okay.
Simple for me. So I was upset. Why is it, when they were coming there to drink, and did he tell us? So why are we going to help him to get people to?
No, he wasn't asking.
I know. He shouldn't even tell us.
Okay, let me come to Nima.
But the Oshofi mentality should stop as well.
What's Oshofi?
Oshofi, this chop credit. You can't afford a life. Why are you buying it on credit? There's nothing wrong with drinking water.
Honestly.
Yes, if you must relax on something you can afford. Why go run down someone's business and say, why should they call you out on social media? The guy himself was even modest. If it's me, I'll just reel out their names. All of you.
You let somebody owe you like that? How many million?
Sue me for what?
Sue him.
If you sue me for what? For defamation. the best defense for it, of course, is honesty. If you're owing me 1 million and I say you're owing me 1 million, what are you suing me for?
Exactly.
You not owe me. Stop to the chop, Oshofi. If you owe me, you pay me. Simple.
I think when Ecuador was talking and we're talking about, the pressure that people face and the likes and all of that, you find out that these celebrities themselves put themselves under pressure. They want to show to people, I have arrived, I have this. That's the reason why most of the time it's not only celebrities. There are a lot of people who are rich, or so to speak, they understand, but behind closed doors, they don't have anything in their account. But they are quick to want to go and give so person this. They want to enter business class or first class. They want to do all sorts of things.
They want to give you gifts on your birthday every time.
They give you gifts and they can't sustain their life.
Adenka, are you there? Adenka, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you. Sister Nima, first of all, I like your comment after the last caller. You see, they both have blame, both the debtors and the club owner. I'm sure if someone like me walk into his club and try to buy pure water on debt, he will not sell for me.
Oh.
He's actually, he's selling for them because he's expecting them to do more than they could. So they both share the blame. So that's
true.
All right, let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll discuss more hot topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. So still on hot topics, we saw lots of topics, but unfortunately, we can't take everything. Another one caught our attention. A man narrated how, a very intriguing story of how his wife set him up to cheat on her and used that as an excuse to leave him.
Ew.
That thing is very weighty. What are your thoughts on this? Why does the woman want to leave in the first place? What are you doing wrong? Because people are wondering, focusing on the cheating part. But I'm thinking, if a woman desperately wants to leave you, and she now has to go and get somebody to cheat with you so that she can have a reason,
catch you,
that means what you've done is very weighty.
It may not be too.
But what are your thoughts on this whole drama? Okay. Did you read that story?
Yes, I read the story. So it's very possible that the woman was already tired and was looking for a way out.
Oh, she was cheating herself.
Or she was cheating herself. It's very possible because women, even when they sense that their man is cheating, they most times live in denial. It's not something you want to now plan properly and send somebody to set the person up because you want to prove. So it's either she's tired, she wants to leave, or something is fundamentally wrong. And I think that's where we should be looking into.
Right. I agree with you 100%. But I think for the woman going far to say that he has to set up a girl for the man before she can leave, first of all, my dear sister, you are going too far. If a man wants to leave you or the woman wants to leave you, is either party can say you are bipolar or you are depressed or you are cheating or you cannot manage happiness for a certain amount. You don't need to go that far to plant a woman in the life of your partner to leave. However, it is obvious that the wife is tired. It is obvious that she too wants to, you know.
I don't agree. I don't agree that she's tired.
So,
okay, wait. Let me come to you. Wait, Nima. Let's go this way. If a woman is tired of her husband and she wants to leave, can't she just walk out the door?
Osumio.
It's not that easy.
That's why I don't agree. Hold on. One of the strongest grounds for divorce, of course, is infidelity.
Infidelity.
So maybe she needed to create that to get a proper divorce and settlement. Because if she's working out, the settlement will be different from when she's, filing divorce on grounds of infidelity. Right. So maybe she has calculated the mathematics, but when a woman gets tired,
now in mathematics.
If a woman gets tired, you ask more talk, you just go home.
No.
And not do it again.
This woman right now planned for her husband to cheat on her. But as you said, cheating obviously is a big crime and is grounds for divorce. But nobody has answered my question.
I want
you've found that your husband you want to leave this. What exactly can your husband? Let me rephrase my question. Okay. What can your husband do to you so much? What's that thing that your husband can do to you? They say, you know what? This is the kind of setup I need to do to get rid of him. What's that crime he can commit?
So anything can be the crime, depending on what your deal breaker is, on your boundaries. So it could be cheating, it could be beating, it could be whatever it is. But the thing is, in Africa, especially in Nigeria, our women, we haven't given women that power to just wake up and say, okay, I'm done. Like they say, Yibo, I'm done, I'm going, I'm done. You have in-laws to think of. You have your parents to contend with. You have your children there. You have all the villagers that are looking up to you as a role model to contend with. So how do you explain to them that I'm tired and I am done?
And this will add to what you've just said, right? I remember when I wanted to leave my first marriage, right? And I realized that when I walked up to my parents and I told them, listen, things are not working, this is what I'm facing and the likes and all of that. It's bad enough that the society will put pressure on you that Joko, sit there. Do you know who you are going to meet? Do you know how the next person will treat you? Which anyways, I understand all of that now. But the question is, your parents themselves will put you under pressure to tell you that, how do I tell people that you are no longer married? And so it's more like you are living for people.
Let's not change the topic because I want us to focus on this issue.
No, on this topic, I had a different question.
Right.
I wanted to leave. And my father just said, okay, what exactly
do you want?
Has he done wrong to you? Okay. And I could not answer that till date. The reason I'm still married 10 years is because I cannot find what he does wrong to me.
So why did you want to leave?
So if you're in a beautiful relationship, that's why, back to this situation, if you're in a beautiful relationship and you want to leave and you have to stage this kind of thing, the guilt is on you. It has to be you have done something wrong. So you need to find, you have to create fallibility on the part of the other person so that, to justify your walking out.
I think thanks for calling. I'm not sure who it's. Emmanuel, I believe. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Emanuela,
go ahead, please.
Okay. I want to still talk on this issue of begging. The aspect I don't like about this begging, I don't like people who, I think it's common these days, you see women pretending to have breast cancer. They use all sorts of things,
very common in our market.
They beg on the streets that they have cancer. In Asaba, I think it has happened in Asaba. Someone told me they caught a woman begging in the market.
At the trade fair market, they are out on the road. Everywhere.
On the road.
Costumes.
How can you pretend to have breast cancer just to get 50 naira, 100 naira, 500? I don't know. It's becoming too much in this country.
Thank you very much, Emanuela, for your views. Now, going back to this issue, so okay.
How do you want to ask this question now?
The deal breaker is where we're talking about. So what's the deal breaker? Or what's that thing that what could you have done? So a woman wants to leave, and I think I like to go back to what she said, that it's just our culture. You can't up and go.
Yes.
Should we just be able to up and go?
We should be able to up and go. But then, sometimes our mental place is not always the same. You might be in a good place at one point in time. At some point in time, you're not in a good place. That's why you need people.
What if some people can tag it as being that you're not mentally balanced?
Maybe that's how they see it. But for me, marriage, the truth is, there are times in marriage, especially when I just had my child, I wasn't in the right mental frame of mind. I could snap at anything. And at one point in time, I got angry. I couldn't believe I had to work on my anger. Smashed my phone for no reason. Why are you calling me? So you could be at that point in time.
If a woman is empowered, there's a lot of women out there that are jobless, they're dependent, they have nothing. Those are the kind of women that say, okay, let us see what can happen. But you're empowered. You have the funds to work and go. Why is it so difficult just up and go?
All right, Mo, I think I might be able to answer the question. When you are talking about you being able to pick your bags and leave, do you understand? You have to consider the children. You have to consider
marriage is all about you alone.
No, hold on, Morayo, I understand that. Do you understand? I want you to understand that a sister, a friend, a neighbor of yours is going through this issue. And one of the reasons why she might not be able to move, do you understand, is the fact that, first of all, maybe you've been married before, you don't want the society to condemn you. That's your perception. That's number one. Number two, maybe one way or the other, you feel that maybe you are not good enough. Because, listen, when the person that you share pillow with, that's the closest person to you, either wife or husband, is telling you that, yes, that you are not okay. Do you understand? In your head, you think that probably maybe I'm not okay. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
That's where
you start to believe it.
Point taken. But I have to run out because we don't have into. But Obeju has already answered that question. Know who you are.
Know you.
Know you for you. If you know you,
but quickly, you see, women, let's not judge women who stay. You can't just up and leave with responsibilities. Yes. And I mean responsibility is not about you paying school fees. Yes. It's about creating that stable home. It's not the same.
For the children.
For your children's sake, it's not the same that, you know, that the children who grow in a stable home where you can co-parent truly in an environment where it's done. No. If you are not suffering any abuse, I don't see why you up and leave.
Totally disagree. Totally 100%.
I don't even believe in this falling out of love.
So, you know what?
The selfish mentality.
There's something called falling out of love. You can fall out of love with any partner.
That's what we can take on the show. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is our topic.